is Dawit, and I'm the drummer.
My name is Aitej, and I'm the pianist.
My name is Menelik, and I'm the bassist.
I've never been in love before. All I want is you. It's forevermore.
My name is Ivine, and I'm the vocalist.
This is why it's all too strange and strong, full of foolish song, and now my song must fall. So please forgive this helpless haze I'm in. I've really never been in love.
Before we formed the band, growing up I always wanted us to form a band. That name came about maybe 2 years or 3 years before we formed the band. I just had it in my notes app on my phone as, this is a nice name, I want to use this at some point. And then when my mother said, what's your band name, we have to perform, I was like, oh, Starseeds. And it just, because I had it there for like years waiting for when the band eventually did form. And I didn't think it would just be chosen instantly, but it did. And here we are with Starseeds now.
I've really never been in love.
Last year, for ESP's anniversary, we had a concert and a group of artists performing. And my mother put us down as a band for a performance. And we had a week to get a set list together for the anniversary, and that's what happened, and we just continued since then.
I've drummed for my mother before, so I used to drum then and there on and off. So then when I got the news, I was excited. I was happy about it because I wanted to. It was something that I wanted to do that I always had in the back of my mind. So I was ready. I was ready as soon as she gave us the news that we had to perform.
Someday my prince will come. Someday I'll find my love, and how thrilling that moment will be when the prince of my dreams comes to me. He'll whisper, I love you, and steal a kiss or two. Though he's far away, I'll find my love someday.
I was introduced to drums at a young age. Ricky, of course, I saw him many times, so he was also an inspiration to me. But I was introduced at a young age, and over time, I played drums on and off. I learned how to play, but I was never really serious about it until last year.
When I was small, I used to be like around the jazz practices that my mother held with my grandfather, Emerson Nurse, because they performed and they would have practices at his house, and I would listen, and it intrigued me. And I didn't have a keyboard at home, but I think we got one at some point, and my mother started doing piano lessons, and I wanted to do it. I started playing the piano on my own, and then she told me, well, you go do the piano lesson. So I was classically trained. I did the APRSM exams with the School of Music up until I think grade 6 practical, and then from there I was mostly doing classical music. I didn't really try to play jazz on my own until the band formed, and then it's really interesting to me, jazz piano, and I find it challenging, and I like challenges. So I would challenge myself more in the classical genre, but now that we play jazz, that's what I enjoy playing.
As a bass player, obviously I would love to play any other instruments that's bass related. So I play the 6 bass for steel band, and I decided to take the responsibility upon myself to continue playing. All music theory will connect in some way, so anything I know on the bass guitar, then I would be able to transfer that knowledge to the bass band.
The music we play, jazz music, it's all about communication and listening to each other. So you kind of you have to. We're not just playing on our own and just going through the motions of playing. You have to be constantly listening to see what note she plays or what note he plays or what rhythms they play, and we feed off of one another and we react, and that's the beauty of jazz music. It's all about improvisation, listening to each other, reacting, and creating something beautiful.
I would say it's very relaxing. It allows you to listen to what's going on around you. You don't have to be focused on what you're doing.
Everything happens to me. I never miss a thing. I've had the things to check the most. Every time I play this, my partner always drops. Guess I'm just a fool who never looks before she jumps. Everything happens to me.
At the time, I didn't play any instruments to their level, and I technically had the option of learning violin for jazz, which would have been very difficult, and in 1 week wouldn't have been possible. I already liked to sing, I already enjoyed singing, I used to be in choir, so it was just natural, it was a natural choice.
No more blues, I'm going back home, and no more dues. I promise no more to roam. Home is where the heart is. The funny part is my heart's been right here all along. No more tears and no more sighs and no more fears. I'll say no more goodbyes if she ever beckons me. I swear I'm gonna refuse. I'm gonna settle down and there'll be no more blues.
Piano in general, I always really enjoyed playing the piano, and I would learn songs on my own or pick challenging arrangements, even if it wasn't jazz necessarily, but I would look online for arrangements of different songs that I liked that were challenging, and I would try to learn it and play it, record it sometimes. So I do enjoy playing the piano. The whole point of jazz is to improvise and to create new sounds for each song. So I haven't ever sat and learned something note for note for piano for jazz. All of the songs are different. Just depends on what I play in the moment. Well, soloing is still nerve-wracking for me. I get really nervous when I solo and my fingers start to shake, and it feels like a lot of pressure, but I guess with more practice, with more time, it will get less pressuring and I will be able to enjoy soloing a little more. If the song is really, really difficult to play on the piano, then I would have to put some extra time in to make sure I have my part down. And for solos, unfortunately, I was told that the piano always has the solo.
The way you wear your hat, the way you sip your tea, the memory of all that. No, they can't take that away from me. The way your smile just beams, the way you sing off key, the way you haunt my dreams. No, they can't take that away from me. We may never, never meet again on the bumpy road to love. Why I always, always keep the memory of the way you hold your knife, the way we danced till 3, the way it changed my life. No, they can't take that away from me. No, they can't take that away from me.
We recently started accompanying her for her jazz nights. So, well, drum and bass, they always accompany her. But I would split the set with Emerson Nurse.
Yesterdays, yesterdays, days I knew as happy, sweet sequestered days.
It has been fun, it's enjoyable performing with her. It's nice to be a part of her performances as well, and I like to hear her singing, so I have fun when we play.
We may never, never meet again on the bumpy road to love. Why I always, always keep the memory of the way you hold your knife, the way we danced till 3, the way it changed my life. No, they can't take that away from me. No, they can't take that away. No, they can't take that away. No, they can't take that away from me.
Obviously, because she's such a good singer, a lot of people look at me and they're like, oh, well, you're probably going to be just like her, you know? So when people first started coming to listen to us, I felt like they expected me to sing like her instantly.
Somewhere beyond the sea, somewhere waiting for me, my lover stands on golden sands and watches the ships that go sailing.
Sorry to break it to you guys. She has a lot more practice than me, so she obviously has the more experience, everything, so she will be at a higher level. And I felt like they wanted me to be at that level instantly. And it's a process, so I haven't gotten there as yet. I will at some point.
So far it's been going well, obviously. I'd say that there's a lot of improvement amongst all of us. And yeah, it's interesting to see our different work ethics.
In forming the band, it made us interact a lot more, especially my youngest brother. Him playing bass opened him up a lot more. So now there's more communication. I feel like it brought both my brothers closer, whether or not they want to say it. I noticed that. I think that it was such a good thing that that band formed, if not just for the love of the music, but for us as siblings. I feel like it did bring everybody closer in some way.
Someone drops a sigh and down you tumble. Keep an eye on spring, run when church bells ring. It could happen to you. All I did was wonder how your arms could be, and it happened, and it happened, and then it happened.
I will get into writing eventually. It's something that I almost feel like it's inevitable. I can't tell you when I would write the first song for Starseeds, the first Starseeds song, but it is something that will happen. I can give you that for sure.
You saw me standing alone without a dream in my heart.
It would be a jazz song. That's the most I can offer. We're a jazz band, but when it comes to what the song will be about, I cannot necessarily tell you. There's just so much to write about. You can write about anything.
What a day this has been. What a rare mood I'm in. Why, it's almost like being in love. There's a smile on my face for the whole human race. Why, it's almost like being in love.
A year after the band had formed, I'm fully committed to playing music. I want to, there's a lot in store in the future for us as a band. I'm aiming to become one of the best in the world. That's where I'm looking at. I'm not settling for anything less. I practice every day, practice as much as I can. So I'm working really hard in order to become one of the best and be able to express myself freely without any restrictions or anything like that. So.
Yeah, eventually I would like to produce my own originals, and I wouldn't limit myself to playing bass only. I would play other instruments as well.
I want to be better. I want to improve to the point where I don't have to worry about performing and being nervous on stage, and to the point where I don't have to feel like I wasn't happy with my performance. And I want to contribute more to the band's growth. So for me to do that, I have to improve myself. Hope that we stay together and we continue to play, we continue to improve, so that we can perform together more often at more events, more gigs. That's my vision, my general vision. I want us to have the opportunity to perform outside of Saint Lucia as well.
I wanna stay here by your side and keep your arms forever occupied. Don't you support a lost stadium out to be? If you never fell in love with ecstasy of you, final song. Thank you very much. Someday my prince will come. Someday